Welcome back to TechKidFX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Burger UST, whose current price stands at the $1.664 mark, and here on TradingView the market is up by 0.42%. We are seeing a bit of a recovery here in the market after touching our key area of support here on the charts, and in this video I want to give the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Fibonacci's and also the key areas of support and resistances. I will also show you the key patterns that are information on this chart, and also give you target areas for that breakout to the upper side or to the lower side. So if you're interested in such content, make sure that you stick around till the end of the video. I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what I expected to play out on this chart. I expected the price of Burger to break above this key area of resistance up here, and once we see that key area of resistance being broken, we then see a retest of that area, and once the retest is a success, then Burger could unlock even higher prices and take us to around this area up here within this yellow target, which I expected that breakout to do as a minimum. I also expected that the price of Burger might not be able to break above this key area of resistance, and as we try to break above that key area of resistance, we get rejected and have a massive pullback to the lower side, and that is the move that has been playing out. We have lost key areas of support and taken us to around the $1.552 mark, where we have a key area of support which has been giving us support. We also had this pattern over here which formed once we didn't manage to break above that key area of resistance. We formed a double top, having two peaks on the upper side, and this pattern normally breaks to the lower side, having the target area for that breakout as the height of the neckline. So taking the height of the neckline and placing it at the area where we had that breakout, it gives us a target area at around the $1.549 mark, and that is the move that has been playing out. If I also use the Fibonacci's to try and get a retracement for this movement to the upper side, so if I zoom out and use the Fibonacci's, connecting this low down here to the high that we made up there at around the $3.6 mark, that gives us a target area for this retracement which we are in at the moment, and that is between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.382 as the minimum, and that is between the price $2.335 mark and the $1.57 mark, and the price of Burger has respected that, going into that yellow target, and that is where we have been trading within. And that brings me to the very first key possible scenario that can play out on this chart. Now that you have seen that our retracement here on the charts has done the minimum that we expected it to do, it's possible that soon we might see that reversal to the upper side, like what we had over here. We broke to the upper side, broke above this key area of resistance, but we were facing another key area of resistance at around the $2 mark. We didn't manage to break above that. We got rejected and had a massive pullback to around the $1.55 mark, where we have our support. And in the first movement that I expect on this chart, it's possible that we might continue pushing to the upper side and break above this key area of resistance, have a retest, and go to the next key area of resistance at around the $2 mark. And as we try to break above this key area of resistance, it's good to know that we might get rejected, and once we get rejected, it's possible that we have a pullback and continue pushing to the lower side and continue trading within this yellow target. And if that move plays out, here we'll be forming a pattern which is a double top also. So you can see the price will push to that key area of resistance, get rejected, push to the lower side, then try to break above that key area of resistance once more. And that if that plays out, then you can see once we have a pullback, once we get rejected, that will be forming a double top, and this pattern normally breaks to the lower side, having the target area as the neckline of that pattern. So if I try and use the trend line to get area for that neckline and placing it at the area where we might have that breakout, you can see that might take us to around the $1 mark. So I hope this movement doesn't play out, and I hope once we try and to push to the upper side, we manage to break above this key area of resistance, have a retest of that area, and once we see a successful retest, then we can say the breakout is a success, and we might go to around the $3 mark. We'll be facing our next key area of resistance, and from that point, once we reach to around the $3 mark, we can now start sketching more bullish scenarios. But for now, I also have a key movement that can also play out to the lower side. It's possible that we might not be able to continue pushing to the upper side, and we lose this key area of support at around the $1.55 mark. And if that plays out, then I expect us to maybe have a retest of that key area of support, and if that plays out, that would unlock even lower prices, get us to our next key area of support at around the $1.37 mark. And if we manage and if we lose that key area of support also on the worst case scenario, then that would take us to around the $1 mark. So those are the key movements that I expect to play out on this chart. And if I also take a look at the indicators to see whether those movements will be supported here on the RSI. On the RSI, both scenarios will be supported because we are trading at around the 47 mark. That would mean we have massive room to push to the upper side or to the lower side. So both scenarios will be supported on the RSI. On the MACD, we are just about to print something, and soon it seems like here on the 4-hour chart we might print a bullish cross, because you can also see that we are also losing the volume, the selling volume, and the MAs here are just about to cross. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.